evening and welcome to HGP Sport. For today, I'm Jaden Samuels. Thanks for joining us. We begin by telling you that the Golden Jaguars completed their debut at the 2019 CONCACAF Gold Cup, finishing third in Group D ahead of Trinidad and Tobago after a 1-1 draw on Wednesday evening. The details in this report. Urged on by a near-capacity crowd inclusive of many Guyanese, the Guyanese team proved beyond the shadow of a doubt that they can be just as good as the other 15 teams. As in the game against Panama, 36-year-old Danz continues his rich form, securing a definite draw in the 54th minute and just before the whistle could have put the locals back in the cellar, but this was not the case. Ball possession at the end of the first half was shared 46% to 54%, with the Twin Island Republic enjoying the advantage. The second half saw an increase in urgency by both teams, Trinidad not being able to score in 7 previous matches finally broke that spell, equalizing in the 80th minute, compliments of Kevin Mulingo goal. Guyana's debutant in this match, goalkeeper Quillan Roberts, had a fantastic game, pulling off some wonderful saves, 3 in the first half, and played a pivotal role in Guyana's debut at this level. Guyana ended the group in third place ahead of Trinidad and Tobago with a better goal difference, both ending with a point each. Guyana scored 3 goals and conceded 9, while Trinidad and Tobago scored a single goal and conceded 11. Head coach Michael Johnson, in his post-match press conference, said that while he was disappointed with the result, he believes that it was a fantastic tournament for the team and it's something to celebrate and enjoy. Jaden Samuels, HGP Sport. Cricket news. Packing up the bags are probably about finished for the West Indies after being knocked out of this year's Cricket World Cup by India. Batting first, India 268, West Indies knocked out 143. The details in this report. Well, the Caribbean side will have to come and go again after yet another disappointing finish, again failing to qualify. Bowling first, the West Indies did well to keep the favourites to 268, but as the norm, failed in a chase that should have been more watchful. None of the batsmen reached 50. Mohammad Shami set the pace for early victory, picking up 4 for 16 after a brilliant 72 from Virat Kohli. The Indians will now move on as the World Cup tournament continues to climax, while the West Indies head back to the drawing board before the two sides meet again when India tours the Caribbean in August. Jaden Samuels, HGP Sport. Let's turn our attention to some hockey news. On the third night in the Noble House Goals Galore indoor hockey competition, Pepsi Hikers topples HSC Slick in the men's division, with YMCA Bellatrix suffering another loss against GBTI GCC Tigers. Stanford Howard was there.
The action continued on night 3 at the National Gymnasium with 5 men's game and 2 women's game. While the competition started with the males getting off the ground, it was the women's division which in their 2 matches had a blazing start. It was an impressive indication from them of things to come in this year's indoor tournament. Despite scenes drawing with YMCA Wolves 5-all, it was the matchup between GBTI GCC Tigers and YMCA Bellatrix in which fans were able to see Tigers pulling off an upset with a win 69. Even though Bellatrix began the match with a 9-goal handicap, the Tigers with 3 goals, the score stood even halfway through the match. The Tigers continue their onslaught with 7 more unanswered goals in the second half of the match for the win. In the men's division, YMCA champs chalked up YMCA Pacesetters 16-15, and Hikers General defeated SHC Splinters by 14-12. While Bounty GCC drew with YMCA Top Forms 8 apiece. Nevertheless, in the men's clash of the evening between Pepsi Hikers and SHC Slick Sticks, the Pepsi group continued their form with a 13-10 beating of Slick Sticks. With the SHC Slick Sticks enjoying an 8-goal handicap, it took the Hikers the very last 5 minutes to secure the victory, but they made it a productive few minutes and took their total to 13. Angroy Bancroft was once again the leading scorer of the match with 7 goals. For HGP Sport, I am Stanford Howard.
And finally in sport this evening, Archery Guyana observes Olympic Day 2019 with Guyana Olympic Association as athletes walked, jogged and even rolled Here are the details.
Archery Guyana joined the Guyana Olympic Association and millions around the world in commemorating Olympic Day at the annual Olympic Day 10K, 5K walk, jog, run, and roll celebration of Olympism last Sunday. This is an annual event of the Guyana Olympic Association and the Athletics Association of Guyana, in which other sporting disciplines are invited. While this was Archery Guyana's first outing since its recent affiliate status, it conducted a mini demonstration and public interaction of the sport of archery from 9 to 10 a.m. Speaking to those present, archery head coach Nicholas Hing explained the rules governing Olympic target archery, such as safety, scoring, and the shot process. Members of the public enjoyed participating fully in the sport, with two of GOA council members, Dr. Karen Pilgrim and Mistress Tricia Fitkow. Demonstrating some potential was Mistress Tricia, who was able to hit the 10-ring bullseye. Among other exciting participants were members from the discipline forces, hockey, athletics, and wheelchair-bound Vices Edwards. For HGP Sport, I am Samuel Gillis.
That concludes our cast for this evening. Don't forget, say yes to life, yes to sport, and no to drugs.